Hey, coaches, welcome to an installment of the 10-Minute Clinic Challenge. Today we've got Northwestern State quarterbacks coach Anthony Scelfo is going to give us an efficient intermediate passing concept that's been really good for him. So, Coach, the floor is yours. And your time starts. Well, I'll start it when you pull up your presentation.
Okay.
And then we're good. Time starts now.
Doug, I appreciate you having me on. Coaches, I know we're all in the same boat, so appreciate you attending and talking a little ball. So this is something we do. This is one of our base down concepts that we like to use, and we specifically try to use it in those formations. We're going to carry this in each week, but use it in those formations where the defense doesn't get too exotic. We don't get fronts, mug down backers, things like that. That way we can keep the read and the timing for the quarterback very similar, where he doesn't have a lot on his plate. You know, one of the other things, too, I like to talk about with this play and why I like it so much is that the reads and the drops are very specific and very particular in terms that they match up very well. And as soon as our footwork has moved on, then the read should move on as well. And so I'll get right into it with the drawing. You know, it's a 2x2. It could be a 3x1 concept. We've done that a bunch. We can do some motion with it. But here's the basic play of it. You know, the timing on this, we're going to take a 3-step drop. And the first read in our progression is going to be the Y, could be the tight end, it could be the H if we tag it differently. It's going to be that sit over the ball. That's going to be the first read in our progression. And then depending on the coverage rotation determines where we go to after. For example, if we get a too high team and that free safety stays on the backside, in which case tells us that there's no roll taking place, then we're going to go to that spot, then to our tube route. And if that spot's taken, then that Mike has clamped down and has squeezed our spot route, which should leave a window there for our tube. So too high, it'll go 1, 2, 3, hit the spot, then take our quick hitch and go to our tube route. If the defense rolls and they get to a single high look or start in a single high look, the first read, the progression will still stay the same. We'll go to the spot first. But if that Sam backer or that safety that maybe has inserted in the box squeezes on the spot, then we know we have one defender outside for that flat area, and we're going to high-low our swing to our curl. Our out on the backside has been a hook at times. It's been an out. Sometimes it's been a curl. But what that's there for, if they give us a pre-snap look, and I'll show you one here in a minute, where we get single high and that corner's off, guys, we can take that right off the bat. Pre-snap, 1, 2, 3, gets the ball out of our hands. And we want a quick hitter like that. Anybody that's coming from depth from a pressure standpoint is not going to be able to get us on the 3-step drop. If we're under center, it's a 5 and throw. And we feel the same way. On the read on the spot, if we're under center, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hit the spot, and then we'll quick hitch to the tube or quick hitch to our curl flat. So and here's some formation variations out of it. Like I said, we'll do it out of 3x1. And 3x1's really good, especially if you got a team that's playing 3 buzz a lot. If you got that safety insert in the box where that strong safety comes down, well, now you have a linebacker body in that case out here covering the flat, covering the high-low, or trying to carry a tube route. Especially, it's very good in 11 personnel because then most likely you're going to get base package of 3 linebackers in the game, and now we can put one of those guys in peril. We'll do it out of a 2x2. Here's our tight end, and then here's a variation out of bunch. So this is strictly a base down call for us. We want to have it in those formations that week versus base looks where we're not getting some exotic pressures. You know, we don't want to put it in versus a team that plays a lot of split front out of this formation because now we have to worry about internal pressure and 5-man pro, not something that's conducive to success of this play. So, you know, that's from a game plan standpoint. But, you know, when we talk about this clinic, I'm just going to talk about it from a base install, not knowing who we're playing, not knowing what the defense is going to run at practice that day, and we'll go right there. So we'll start with this look. Right here, we're in a 2x2 look. We're in 11 personnel, and we put the tight end to the field. All right, so, you know, as we go on to play, this is that pre-snap look I was talking about where – they have given us what we've wanted pre-snap. We know they're a single high team right here. So what the quarterback has the option to do when you see this, you got your gimme on the outside. So like I said, this has been a hook. It has been an out route. It has been a lot of things in the past. So from a pre-snap perspective, guys, we can take the read out of the equation. We can keep it simple for the quarterback. Let me take the gimme on the outside, and that's what he does here. And, like I said, the read's going to match up with the drop. So we're under center right here.
Hey, Coach, I just hit pause, but if you're trying to show video, I don't see any video.
I'm sharing my screen.
No, I still see the spot concept. So you're good.
All right, do you see it now?
I do not. You might have to minimize that one screen there. There it is. Beautiful.
Okay, got it.
Back on the clock.
So right here, we got a pre-snap look. We get the safety hide. That the free safety's rolled down to our slot receiver. Well, now we look up top, and we got the hook or out, depending on what it is. We have that from a pre-snap perspective. Quarterback's under center. It's going to be a 5-step drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get the ball out of our hands. We can take the read away. We're going to go straight to our out route, straight to our hook route, and this gives us a nice read from a pre-snap perspective. So this is the first look in the progression. It's pre-snap. As soon as we snap the ball and we don't like it, guys, we're done with the hook. We're done with the out, okay? Is the video popping up? Doug?
Yep, I see it.
Okay, good. All right. So now here, this is the same type of look. We got a pre-snap read. We're in 11 personnel. We stack our Z, motion them out wide. Quarterback sees it. We're not going to have a too high read. The tube is dead. So now our pre-snap option is the out or the hook. We can take it if we want it, guys, and it's not mandatory. If your receiver has a good matchup, we don't like that corner, we want to attack that guy, guys, take it all day. But if not, once the ball is snapped, we're going to go straight to our first read in the progression, which is our tight end. 1, 2, 3. If he's there, guys, we're going to give him the football. We're going to give him the football if he's there. And if he's open, let it rip. And it's on 1, 2, 3, get the ball out of your hands. Now, if the quarterback hitches up at all, we're done with the tight end. We are moving on from the read and moving on in the progression. Since it's single high, we're going to go outside to our curl swing concept, all right? And right here, if he would have deemed the tight end being squeezed or clamped on, now we're outside, and this is our high-low from a three-hitch and throw perspective. So he jumps and he widens with the running back. Now we would come back to our curl route on the outside for a nice gain. Okay, and then pre-snap right here, I would imagine that he didn't work the out route because it's to the field and we're on the opposite hash. So we left the out route alone, and we went with the tight end to the curl swing. So now here we got a too-high read. The progression stays the same, but if we're installing this from a base standpoint, we don't know what the defense is running. We're going out to the practice field for the first time. We're going to say versus too high, we are done with the out or done with the hook route, okay? We don't know if they're playing cover two, and if they got a hard corner, we do not want to throw an out route or a hook route into that, especially a timing throw. So we're going to say, look, we're done with the out, done with the hook. Let me go to my progression. And right here, we tag it with the H. So it's 1, 2, 3. If it's there, if the spot is there, we're getting rid of the football. And right here, it's a 3 and throw, and that backer comes free in 5-man, which you shouldn't, but we're still going to be able to get the ball off and get the ball out of our hands for a nice gain. You know, right here, whether it's the linebacker or the safety busting, you don't know whether that safety was supposed to insert inside or supposed to insert outside, but that's part of the read. Even if they have it right, they still don't have enough for this high-low if the spot route happens to get squeezed. All right, here, another 2x2 set out of 10 personnel. So here we're watching the free. Free stays high on the backside. We know we are done with the out route, which is down here, or the hook route, whichever one you use. So then we go 1, 2, 3 to our spot. And it's different from a wide out and a tight end. The tight end, we want to get them right over the center, right over the ball. With the wide out, we want to get them to that front side B gap. Right here, that Mike linebacker squeezes our spot route. So we take a quick hitch, and then we go to our tube route versus too high. Because we know if the Mike squeezing that spot route, he's not playing Tampa 2. He's not going to carry and take away that tube route. The reason we know it's open 2 and how we teach it is that these outside backers, these outside linebackers, guys, we're assuming the win, especially with the wideouts versus those guys in our tubes. Even if they do carry their head, they're going to be away from the quarterback. Their head's going to be looking at the defender. We should be able to back shoulder that ball or ear hole it. Either way, they're not going to be able to see the ball when it's released. So once he squeezes to that spot route, we hitch up and we come back to our tube. So this is the progression versus too high. We don't worry about the curl swing. We're done with that. But we know we got a good option with our spot and our tube route on the backside.
20 seconds.
And right here, this is a change up for us. We motion our guy across because we felt our outside receiver really has a nice matchup here. So this is just a variation of the play, but same idea. We're looking at the free. Free stays wide on the backside hash. The Mike clamps on our spot route. Quick hitch. We throw our tube route to the inside for a big play. So this is a base down play for us, base down call. We don't want to run it versus a lot of exotic fronts. And it's a simple one high, two high read for the quarterback that matches up with his drops.
Coach Scelfo, great job, man. Appreciate you hopping on with us. Got that dub.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Doug.